Hey, it's Rachel. So I've been super busy today with homework. In case you guys didn't know, I am taking classes online to get a master's degree in exercise science. I've spent my entire morning doing that. I wanted to film a what I eat in a day today for two reasons. One, it is a high carb refeed day for me. So in case you guys aren't familiar with what a refeed is, it's eating like much higher carb than you normally do and very low fat, and it's just kind of a way to maybe reset some hormones that might be out of whack if you're really low calorie or low carb. So I do a refeed once a week where I eat 300 grams of carbs. For me, that's a lot, but I wanted to show you guys that yes, it is possible to eat 300 grams of carbs gluten-free. So, and also I don't eat gluten-free breads or anything like that typically. Other thing that I wanted to show you guys is I am going to a Super Bowl party with my friends, and they are all making pizza. Pizza's not gluten-free. It's not dairy-free. In fact, it's probably one of the worst things I can eat. I almost always get a fibromyalgia flare after I eat like pizza or pasta or anything that's just like super heavy and rich. So I wanted to show you guys kind of how I would navigate that situation in case you are trying to do the same and you go to a party like this and have to make that decision, like, do I participate? Do I not? How much do I eat? Do I just bring my own food and not do any of it? So I wanted to show you guys what I do, but today I've showed you so far what I've had. So I woke up and had my apple cider vinegar with just water. So I've started doing shots of apple cider vinegar in the morning. I watched a video by Kara Corey. I will actually link the video up here and also put it in the description box of where Kara Corey, who is a dietitian, explains like the studies that she's read about apple cider vinegar and why she, has been using it to help digestion and things. And I thought her argument was very convincing, so I thought, why not try it myself? I actually end up liking the flavor of apple cider vinegar and just water. A lot of people find it disgusting and have to like add stevia or some sort of sweetener. I don't. I love that sour taste, so just that's what I did, was apple cider vinegar. I did like a tablespoon and a half with just water. So I did that, and then I made breakfast for Jake and I. So I roasted potatoes in the oven at 400 degrees for 40 minutes. Came out perfectly with some like Cajun spices and egg whites. And I used some sriracha ketchup because I have tons of carbs, so why not? Let's put some ketchup on it. And then had my coffee, and I just drink my coffee black, by the way, and an apple. So apples or really any fruit, are really fast digesting carbs. It's really easy for me to eat. They're obviously gluten-free, and they help me reach that 300 grams. So now I'm going to go to the gym, because what happens during refeed days is I also do a heavy leg day. So heavy deadlifts. That's pretty much all I have on the plan right now, but there's gonna be more. I just don't know what it is that I'm gonna do yet, but I will be doing a heavy leg day. So I wanna eat more carbs to get me ready, and I'm gonna show you what I'm eating. I am eating cereal. Now, normally I'm not a huge fan of cereal just because, one, I find it kind of like an easy trigger food for me. I can easily polish off an entire box of cereal within one sitting if I'm not careful. So I do obviously measure out the cereal, but what's nice about it is it's super easy on my stomach. This is gluten-free. It tastes good, it's easy to eat, and so I've been finding it's really nice pre-workout just to give me that quick carbs that I need. You could use fruit, but I am really liking this, and I only eat this on refeed days when I have to hit that 300 grams. So just in case you were curious, it's gluten-free oats, brown rice, millet, quinoa, and amaranth. So gluten-free oats. There is cane sugar, but that is okay for me. Oat fiber, more sugar, because it is cereal. Some cinnamon. But yeah, and the macros are for 32 grams, 1 fat, 26 carbs, and 2 protein. And here it says gluten-free, kosher, high in fiber, dairy-free, egg-free, corn-free, no artificial flavors, etc. So I have 2 servings in here, so 32 grams times 2. And I'm going to use my unsweetened almond milk. So FYI, I had to tell you this. This is hands down my favorite cereal that I've bought. This is the first time I'm getting the cinnamon flavor. This tastes just like Cinnamon Toast Crunch, but it's gluten-free. This is really good. This is like really good. Anyway, if you are looking for a gluten-free cereal, definitely recommend that one. I'm really enjoying this. All right, guys, I am doing my first voiceover. This might be a little awkward, but we're just gonna go for it. So this is my warm-up. I've been doing kettlebell swings just because it's really great at getting my heart rate up, but also gets my body moving. And then I superset that with squats, and I use my slingshot to add some resistance. If you guys don't have one yet, I recommend them. My next exercise is kind of weird, so it's going to be squats holding a kettlebell, but I'm actually up on the pull-up machine, I guess, and I do that so I can get lower than my feet, so you can see the kettlebells going down. All right, so next one is going to be hip thrusts. You can see I'm kind of getting set up. Again, I put the slingshot around my legs for that added resistance on my glutes, and then I explode up. So I don't go really heavy with these. I find that if I go too heavy, I don't feel it as much. So I think this was only like 100 pounds, 115 pounds, something like that. And I have been told to keep your eyes on your navel. So that's what I do. And then finally, the deadlifts that I was talking about. So typically you should do deadlifts probably at the beginning of your workout before you get exhausted. But unfortunately, as you can see, my gym was actually really busy. So it is what it is. I still got them done. I hope my technique is good. I've been told it is, but you can see I keep my back flat as I come up. Awkward angle, but I've got my laying hamstring curls. I love these. I really feel just like the pump in my hamstrings. So I always include these on my glute and hamstring days. And yeah, it's a butt angle, but it's the only place I could put my camera. So, you know, we're just gonna go for it. I think I was at like 40 pounds for these. And then this one is my new favorite exercise. You can see the setup is kind of complicated, but I've got a resistance band on a pole and around my hips. And then I also put the slingshot around my legs, and I'm going to do some straight leg deadlifts. So again, you can see that setup is just a lot of work. It's worth it. So you can see I'm pushing or like walking away to get that resistance of the band that's around my waist, and I'm also pushing out with my knees to get the resistance on my outer glutes. And then I'm keeping my legs straight because I am doing straight leg deadlifts and keeping the bar as close to my legs as possible. This move is going to get your hamstring from having it straight, so you'll really feel in the back of your hamstrings. It's getting your glutes because you're pushing against that red resistance band, and you're going to get your outer glutes if you're using the slingshot. I love this thing, and you guys should definitely add this to your leg day. All right, I'm back from the gym. I'm not feeling as strong today. I have a pretty good feeling it's because I have not eaten enough today. So yes, I mean, I showed you everything that I had, but I never actually had like lunch, like veggies and rice and chicken, like real food. And so I think that's why, and I also think it's because I didn't drink enough water today. So next Sunday or whenever, probably next Saturday, whenever I do another refeed, I'm going to make sure I get that right and see how it affects my lift, because I think it will. So anyway, so right now I'm having a protein shake, and because it is 4:30 and I'm running to my Super Bowl party, and I've only had like, I don't know, 40 grams of protein today. I went ahead and I did 2 scoops for 50 grams of protein. And I am gonna show you guys, I'm using a new protein powder. It is this one. There we go. So Slappy Birthday. It is by Slap Nutrition. I have mixed feelings about recommending this. I love the company, love Jason. It is a small business. He works his butt off, and I love what he stands for. So he stands for making supplements with just like the best quality ingredients. So all of the supplements have stevia instead of like sucralose. None of them have artificial dyes or colors or anything like that. He just really makes sure that he puts out the best supplements. The 2 downsides are, 1, high quality ingredients cost more. So unlike like the Isopure, which I can get a huge tub, like a pound tub for $50, this tub's kind of small and it's expensive. So just keep in mind, just like when you get high quality meat, like grass-fed meat will always be more expensive than factory farmed, high quality supplements will always be more expensive than the cheap brand. But the second thing is, I'm not sure I'm in love with the taste. It's growing on me. I feel like the first couple times that I had the protein, I was kind of like, Jason, this isn't good. But I don't know, now that I've been having it more, I actually, maybe I'm getting used to it. I don't know, it's not super bad. So just FYI, that is my honest review. Purchased this with my own money. Yes, I'm like Instagram buddies with Jason, but I'm gonna give you my honest review always. So if you are into high quality supplements, check them out. Just remember, it's not gonna taste as good as like crap, basically. Anyway, tangent. I'm gonna be drinking this and I have to take a shower, but it's time to actually eat a real meal. And so I'm gonna show you another Instapot recipe that actually my friend Liz, it was her idea, she texted me, and I was like, oh my gosh, I totally need to do that like right now. So I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna make. So in case you guys didn't know, I do have a blog. It is painfreekitchen.com, and I've been blogging for a lot longer than I've been YouTubing. And a long time ago, back when I was doing a Whole30, I did a baked mustard lime chicken. So I'm gonna show you quickly. I was just showing you what I was eating for my Whole30. And then here is the recipe. So it is 1 pound boneless chicken, breast, lime juice, cilantro, Dijon mustard, a little bit of olive oil, chili powder, sea salt, and pepper. Basically, I mixed it all together, put it in a, dish, and cooked it for 40 minutes in the oven at 350. Liz came up with a better idea. My friend Liz was on my blog, and she came up with a better idea. She said, why don't I do it in her Instapot? So the Instant Pot, it's that pressure cooker. I showed it to you in my last meal prep video. I think I will link it up above so that way you can go check it out. But it's just a pressure cooker. It's kind of like a crock pot, but a lot faster. And since I am running to go to that party, now's the perfect time to use it. So what I'm going to do, I bought fresh chicken breast. Normally I use frozen, but I happened to buy fresh. I'm gonna put it in my Instapot along with those ingredients, and then I'm going to hit the poultry setting and leave it. And so while that is cooking, I am going to go take a shower, wash my hair, get ready for the party and everything. But the Instapot is just like a crock pot, so I can just leave it. And then as soon as it's finished, it'll just switch to warm. And then it'll be ready by the time I get done. So let me show you what I'm going to do, just in case you wanna try it at home. And let's cross my fingers, our fingers, that this turns out really well. We're gonna find out. so everything is in the Instapot. The only difference, well, two differences. One, in my original recipe, I had cayenne pepper, but I went ahead and used one of my spice blends that's just kind of like a spicy spice blend. And the other thing was I decided not to put the cilantro in the Instapot. I do have it, but I think what I'm gonna do is add it fresh to each portion as I eat it. And I don't know, it was just something I thought of. It's probably fine in the Instapot, but I was just thinking I'd rather have it fresh. So I've got my cover locked. I've got the venting thing pushed back so that way the pressure can be created. Yeah, whatever. So it is plugged in. All I'm going to do is click poultry, and then it should turn on in a second. And that's it. So I am just going to leave this be. I am going to go take a shower, do my makeup, do my hair, and hopefully I'm gonna have mustard chicken by the time I'm done. So I'll check back with you in, I don't know, probably 30 minutes. So I popped out of the shower and heard this Instapot go off. So after it's finished cooking, what it does is it just switches to warm, which I will show you as I do this dramatic close-up. Ooh. Okay, so this is the keep warm button, so it's just gonna keep warm. The other thing with the Instapot is it needs to release all of the pressure before I can safely open it. You can do that in two ways. You can either manually push the lever to let all of the air out, or you can let it go out naturally. So since I still need to blow dry my hair and get dressed, I am actually just going to leave this just like it is on the keep warm, let all of the pressure come out naturally, and then I should be good to go. So I'll come back to you and show you the final product. And that's what it looks like when it's done. So let me take it out so you can take a better look. So I am super happy with the way this turned out. All of the chicken is cooked, but it's like super moist. It's not dry at all. I went ahead and just shredded it up just because sometimes, I don't know, I like to shred the chicken and make sure that it's completely cooked when it comes out of the Instapot, but it definitely is. So I have all of this extra for my lunches this week, so I'm gonna put this in the fridge and I'm gonna go ahead and portion out the chicken I'm gonna eat right now. So here's my meal that I'm bringing with me. While everybody else is eating pizza, I am eating this. I've got 4 ounces of that chicken, and I put some fresh cilantro, 200 grams of white rice, and 100 grams of some roasted Brussels sprouts that I made this morning, just in the oven, 30 minutes at 400 degrees Fahrenheit. But P.S., I tried some of this chicken. It's amazing. Like, wow. Just wow. It's flavorful, it's tangy, it's moist. Like, way to go me for having that recipe like 4 years ago, and way to go Liz for making it in the Instapot. I will totally be making this a lot more often. So this is my meal. I'm super pumped about it, and I better go because I'm like super late. Alright guys, Super Bowl is over. I'm home. I had my chicken, etc. I did have a little bit of wine, which I showed you. But I'm going to bed. I'm so tired. Super Bowl went into overtime, which all of you already know by now. So yeah, it's like really late and I have to get everything ready for tomorrow to go to work. So let's see, like this video if you liked this video, and subscribe if you're new to my channel. Hey, I'm Rachel. These are pretty much the videos that I make. It's a lot of food and fitness and etc. And let's see, if you guys have an Instant Pot, let me know what you enjoy cooking in it so far. We've done lentil soup, and chicken. And I'm really loving those. So if you have favorite things already, favorite recipes for your Instant Pot, let me know because I want to try them. But for now, I'm going to bed. So I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.